See, I just decided that I was going to put as much time in my business as I could so that it would catch up with the money. So people thought I didn't have time. It's not that I didn't have time. I didn't have time for what you was talking about doing.
I know that. I know that.
I had time for my business, so now money and time exist. But I just try to tell, I'm just straight up with people. You gotta make a decision. Think about it, guys. If time and money is all you have, and you have doing the one you got, your results are zero. Think about it. A lot of you guys claim you don't have as much money as you want. So you better have a lot of time. But if you got time and have doing the one thing that you claim you do have, you're not going to make no money. So with the time you have, you got to go ahead and give it your what? Your all. But some of you guys have doing the one thing that you say you have. So now you're working on a quarter of what you claim you have. Then you multiply that by all the 0 days, and you wonder why you haven't hit anything yet. You're not doing the business. In fact, you're not doing anything. Here's the deal. And you've heard this in several different ways, but it just makes sense. The space shuttle uses like 80% of its fuel to take off. That bad boy, all that fuel they put in, it's breaking the gravitational pull of the Earth to even get it into the atmosphere that burns 80% of the fuel. Now once it's up in the air, it's coasting. That's the easy part. I think they can even gas up there. That makes sense? That's easy. But it's the burning of the fuel that even puts you into the stratosphere. Some of you guys are coasting during the fuel burning process. You gotta burn the fuel, then when you get into the stratosphere, you can start coasting. And those of us that are really serious, we don't even coast in. We get back into fuel burning up there. The number one thing you need, outside of your faith is endurance. I got 10 or 15 minutes to close out. Everybody ready? How do you build endurance? Write this down. You must first have self-confidence. In order to build endurance, you must have self-confidence first. Alright? So let's define self-confidence. Self-confidence, or let's figure out the best way to get it. You guys know what self-confidence is. Self-confidence is how you feel about who you are and your ability to accomplish what it is that you said you were going to do. That's what self-confidence is. Self-confidence is how you feel about who you are and your ability to accomplish what it is you said you were going to do. But how do you get it? A lot of people think this is hard. Self-confidence is easy to get. All you do, take action. People don't understand that. Taking action builds self-confidence. Now, I'm going to give you guys a silly exercise that I do every single day, but it's been working for me for a long time. Alright? When you wake up in the morning, watch this. Make a list of everything you have to do. Now, you've heard this in seminars and stuff like that, but I don't mean it on your traditional level. I mean, make a list of everything you have to do. Watch this. I'll put things on my list that are inevitable. For example, go pick up Makai from school. Now that's not something I'm going to forget, but I write it down anyway. You know why? It feels good to check something off that you write down. It's silly, but what it does, it creates a habit, so when you get into the big checklist, they become easy because you've been doing it on little stuff. Small stuff. I celebrate taking the trash out. It's crazy, right? But that was on my list. Take out the trash, take the dog to the vet, get Makai, brush your teeth, wash your face, not in this order. So let's do it in order. Brush your teeth, take a shower, wash your face. Take out the trash, take the dog to the vet, call those 10 people from last night, do this particular training, write the training for this Saturday, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. At night, watch a documentary, make a DVD, take a bath, go to bed. Then at night on my whiteboard, I look at my report card and everything has a check by it. You know why? Because that was easy. See, what a lot of you guys do, you save the checklist for big stuff and none of them get checked off because you ain't been checking off little stuff. So how you gonna go from nothing to accomplishing all your goals and dreams, just check, 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 when you ain't been checking in 20 years? I learned this a long time ago from a waiter. The money is with the dirty dishes. I said, what you mean? He said, well, think about it. The person that comes out and seats you, they all pretty and all that, but ain't no money on the table. The hostess very rarely get tipped. She come out, she seats you, she the first person you see. He the first person you see is usually the person with the best smile and the best personality. They seat you. Other people come and clean up. The money is with the dirty dishes. See, a lot of you guys looking real pretty. But some of us coming in and cleaning up after you. See, it's basic stuff. The guy, he told me, he said, I'd rather be a cook or clean these tables than be the pretty hostess any day. I said, what you mean? He said, y'all don't leave no money when y'all don't have money on the table when you sit down. See, the basics, the money is in the fundamentals, not all the pretty stuff. The money is in the fundamentals. When you get lost, take some action.